Okay, PJBT and JBT fans, we are back for the finals. We are going to do, as always, like we do, player introductions. Let's turn it on to Tournament Director Matt. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon, bowling fans, and welcome to Laurel Lanes for the finals of the 2019 16th Annual BEST, the bowlers of the Eastern Scholarship Tours Scholarship Tournament. It is time to introduce our 10 finalists for today's 3 shootout rounds and 3 step ladders to determine our $5,000 champion. Starting with our number 10 seed and female bowler remaining in the field from Carlisle, PA, Chloe Skrzyncki.
Chloe Skrzyncki, your number 10 seed. She is your women's champion.
She will be taking on our number 9 seed from Douglasville, PA, Alex Horton.
Alex Horton, your number 9 seed.
In the first shootout, those two will also be competing against our number 8 seed from Auburn, New York, Andrew Kopak.
Andrew Kopak, your number 8 seed.
The winner of that first shootout will advance to take on the following 2 bowlers. Our number 7 seed from Harrisburg, PA, Dylan Zimmerman.
Dylan Zimmerman, your number 6 seed.
And also competing in the second shootout, our number 6 seed from Linfield, PA, Alex Glinsky.
Alex Glinsky, your
The winner
6th
of that
seed.
second shootout will advance to the third shootout to take on our number 5 seed from Monmouth Junction, New Jersey, Alex Sorge.
Alex Sorge, your number 5 seed.
And also bowling in the third shootout, our number 4 seed from Shirley, New York, Pierce Field.
Pierce Field, your number 4
The
seed.
winner of that third shootout will advance to our first of 3 stepladder matches. The first stepladder will be our number 3 seed from Great Barrington, Massachusetts, Tom Hankey.
Tom Hankey, your number 3 seed.
The
So
winner
he
of
automatically
that
makes
match
it to
will
the
advance
to the
our
step
semifinal
ladder.
match to take on our number 2 seed from Selden, New York, Drew Esposito.
Drew Esposito, your number 2 seed.
And the winner of that semifinal match will advance to take on our tournament leader at plus 678 for 22 games of qualifying from Rochester, New York, Cameron Hurwitz.
Cameron Hurwitz, your number 1 seed.
Our 10 finalists for the
I believe Cameron did go 10-0. I believe he did go 10-0 in the match play. Okay. We have a mystery guest joining me for the finals. Can you hear me okay, sir?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Mystery guest. Please state your name.
Ken Schloman, I'm with the JBT. Been working these tournaments forever.
Forever, and he looks like he's been working these tournaments forever. He was on with Skip Moyer last year for the finals, and he did such a great job, so we kind of demanded that he comes back. Of course, he demanded more money, of course, to do this, but we were happy to oblige.
Last year I got 0. This year I get nothing.
That's okay. Me too. So we're down to the final 10. Of course, I don't have a final sheet in front of me yet. Surprise, surprise.
That makes 2 of us.
Yes. Chuck, could you have Matt give me a final sheet? Could you have Matt give me a standing sheet so I know what the scores were? Have Matt get us like a standing, print us out a standing sheet. Okay, let's get some scoreboards up. Let me adjust these. So, Kenny, you were here for 2 days. What did you think of the tournament?
Well, there was a lot of tough scoring, a lot of good bowling. I think the people who made it to the top 10 deserve to be there. They earned every bit of it.
I agree.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So, would you like to discuss the format for the finals?
Well, we got 3 bowlers here bowling for 1 spot to advance to the next round.
And then?
And that 1 bowler will take on 2 more bowlers coming up for the match after that. The winner will survive, bowl 2 more bowlers, and then that bowler will have to win 3 more matches to win the whole tournament.
Yep, so we have 3 elimination matches and 3 stepladder matches for our finals. We will be moving lanes after each game. We are not using 13 and 14 because of the ball issues that we had there. So after this game, we're not going to slide the table, but I will slide the camera over. So Kenny's going to have to deal with the camera in game 2.
It's all good.
And then we will move the table down to 11 and 12. Then we'll move it between 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. And so on and so forth.
Fortunately, we got a long extension cord.
That we do. I make sure I bring the 100-footer for this one. I heard that Skip didn't have it plugged in at the right place last year.
No. No. But it still worked out.
Yes, it did. So would you like to give a little history of this tournament? I know we're in the 16th year. I have obviously not been here all 16 years.
I'm pretty sure I have.
By the looks of it, I'm pretty sure you've been too.
We've had a lot of really good bowlers, college bowlers, some who weren't in college. It's a true test.
Yes. I would love to know, we might have to ask Chuck to see if he remembers his history, if ever a bowler went 10-0 in match play.
It happened today. Your
Yes.
leader
Yes.
is 10-0.
Yes, I would like to know if it ever happened any other time. And again, that's Cameron Horowitz for those of you that are new. Those of you that like to watch Junior Gold on TV when it comes time, you may remember Cameron from about 4 years ago, bowling in the U12 division. He won it.
Well, he put on a display of bowling the last 2 days. He's definitely a good bowler.
Yes. He finished at plus 678. Drew Esposito in second at plus 501. Tom Hankey in third at plus 430. Pierce Field in fourth at 427. Alex Sorge in fifth at plus 422. Alex Glinsky in sixth at plus 397. Dylan Zimmerman in seventh at 377. Andrew Kopech in eighth at 350. Alexander Horton in ninth at 302. And Chloe Skruzinski bowling back-to-back 241 games in game 9 and 10 today, made it in at 295.
Chloe seemed to get better as the day went on. The shot opened up a little bit on the inside, and she really turned it on.
Yes, she did. Sorry. Spencer won. That's right. Spencer won U12 that year. Cameron finished second. My apologies. Thank you for the correction. Whoever you are. So continuously fiddling around with the scoreboards, I am. And as in the whole day today, our live stream, our message board on our live stream is up and operational. If you want to chime in, questions, comments for either Kenny or I, want to discuss anything with the JBT or the PJBT. For us, we are wrapping up season 20 with today's tournament. I believe you guys have...
we have a couple tournaments
Yes.
left, and that'll be it for the summer. Just too many other big tournaments going on to try to run tournaments.
Yes. And I don't even want to guess what year Chuck is in doing this. I remember back in my college days, Chuck was doing this. And
I believe he started in '77.
that's a long time. Are you ready, Matthew?
We are ready.
All right, and we are off and running. Looks like Chloe will be starting on the left lane. Andrew will be starting on the right lane.
From what I see in the last few games, Chloe has the best look right now.
Yes.
But with one game, that doesn't mean anything.
Actually, Andrew was unfortunate enough to have to face Tom Hankey in the position round, and he shot 257
And lost.
and lost. If he wins that match, and he would have only moved up one spot, but it would be one less match he'd
One
have
less
to bowl.
match.
He did make his 10 pin.
Yes, he did.
Chloe will make her 9.
There were a bunch of bowlers this week that missed cuts because of missed spares or missed wood on splits. A couple missed a cut by several pins, and they can bang their head against the wall because they know they threw away a lot of wood.
Yes. Horton in his first shot, 245. Again, if you're just joining us, Alex has been bowling really good lately. In the PJBT Invitational 2 weeks ago, he finished second, and he won the PJBT Masters last week.
Solid strike there by Chloe.
I saw it.
Spare for Alex. Chloe just finished her first year at Maryland East Shore. If you have watched any of the collegiate bowling that's been on TV, she is the one that Randy Peterson absolutely fell in love with.
Oh, that's a ringing endorsement then.
Yes, it is. Kopech with
Andrew.
a strike.
Tripping the 4-pin a little high, but strike nonetheless.
There we go. Let's get rid of the white backdrop. That white's distracting. It's a double for Chloe. Horton came in a little high, left a 4-pin. Alex
saying?
makes his spare.
What are you saying? You don't like the white boards that they're putting in here?
No, I think that's awfully distracting. I don't really know exactly what they're doing with it,
They're probably going to put projection TV pictures on that.
which makes sense. I'm just used to when bowling centers have that they retract.
Andrew with a double to stay tied with Chloe.
Oh, that pin is literally where the 9-pin sits. It picked it up perfectly as the 9-pin.
It's a lot easier to spare as a 9-pin than a 10-pin.
Yes. So hopefully that does not come back to cost Horton. There's a video going around down by where I live in Lancaster where a guy was shooting for 300, did the exact same thing at Leisure Lanes. Put the 10-pin dead spot on the 9-pin.
That's a triple for Chloe. Letting everybody know she's not going away. Andrew keeps pace.
So the winner of this match will be facing both Alex Galinsky and Dylan Zimmerman, two of the better PJBT college bowlers. Solid 10 for Horton. Wrap that 6 right around it.
He's making quality shots. He's not getting rewarded for any of them as of yet.
2-5, tricky little spare here.
Alex covering all his spares to stay within reach, but he's probably going to have to start striking soon.
Oof. I'm sure she thought she missed that about halfway down the lane. Yeah, she walks by shaking her head. Yes, we are basically, I'm sitting right behind lane 17. Literally in front of the spectator tables. So we're between the bowlers and the spectators. Kopech now with 4 in a row.
And there's a strike for Alex.
All right, so through 5 frames. Let's see here. Chloe with a 21-pin lead on Horton. And Kopech with a 12-pin lead on Chloe. She gets
Trips to 7.
And she waves by. Sassy little thing, that Chloe. So Kopech could take a 22-pin lead with a strike here. And he does. So he's continuing his hot hand from the position round game. Split for Horton. 6, 7, 10. Almost think at this part of the match he's going to have to go for it with the way the other two bowlers are bowling.
He almost needed a strike there just to stay within reach.
Yes. Nine and a wiggle. Ball came in a little behind the 10 pin. Half hit. 6 lays backside of the gutter. Horton gets the 2. So how long have you been helping on the JBT?
Since 1985.
It looks it.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep saying that.
It feels it.
You lost most of your hair because of it, probably.
Yeah, among other things.
1980. I was just going to high school in the fall of 85.
Yep.
And I thought I'm old.
Chuck wouldn't let me bowl anymore, so I just kept showing up.
Kopech crosses over, leaves a 6 pin. What is the cutoff for the JBT? Is it 21?
21.
Just like we are. Nice rebound shot for Horton. He could still go out for 225. Spare for Andrew.
Puts him still 21 pins up over Chloe.
Yep.
3 frames to go.
5 pin.
I think if Andrew can manage to strike in the 9th, this will pretty much seal the deal.
Agreed. He could strike out for 269. Best Chloe could do is with that spare 237. As stated earlier, Horton could shoot 225. Actually, if Kopech were to go spare strike spare, he wins. Even if Chloe were to strike out.
Yeah, Chloe needs some help.
Horton with another 10 pin. That's officially going to end his day. Chloe stays in it.
Yeah, that was a must strike.
Oh,
Wow, that was not a good break there.
no.
And this game just changed drastically.
Yes, if he gets one,
We have a possibility of a tie.
absolutely. Horton with a nice strike in the 9th.
And you would think in Andrew's position, he would look at the scoreboard and say, hey, I have to get one. I can't go for this.
Yes.
And he got the one.
Okay, coming down to the 10th frame we go. So
It just doesn't get any better than this.
that's true. If Chloe goes spare strike, she would force Kopech to mark.
Oh,
And
excellent shot.
got the 10 out. That's kind of why her head coach, Kayla Bandy, loves her down at Maryland East Shore. She comes through in the clutch. You go back and watch that telecast when they were on TV, she was dropped to anchor in the Baker format. Needing a strike to win the conference title, she did it. I believe she's going to be bowling the women's event up in Connecticut in a couple weeks. Well, beginning of August.
A little wide.
Okay. So, 225 with a conversion. So Kopech is going to need,
Strike spare or spare strike?
yes. He could afford to go like spare 9. A strike will really help him. He could go strike 8-1. He's up quick, not wasting any time. 10 pin.
10 pin.
All right, so he's going to need to make this and get 9.
He's got to make the spare first.
He certainly isn't wasting any time. Got the spare.
No doubt about that.
9
It
to
might
win.
be 9's a winner.
9's enough. By 1 pin, Andrew Kopech will be advancing.
He got away with that. It looked like he was a little tight.
Yes, it definitely was. Horton will be in the low 200s. Good effort by Chloe. She's going to take home the $1,000 first place prize.
For the girls division, yes.
Yes.
Not 11.50.
Good showing by all three competitors.
Absolutely. Andrew Kopech, 226. Chloe Skrzyncki, 225. Alex Horton, 205. Hello, son. How nice of you to join us in your break. Just missed a good match.
Somebody finally had to do it.
All right. I'll do it without a mic, because I probably don't need it. All right. Officially our 10th place finisher in the best tournament from Douglasville, PA. With highlights for his career, 2019 Las Vegas U15 boys champion, 2019 PJBT Masters champion. Okay? Competing in his 5th best tournament, $150 scholarship and award goes to Alex Horton.
Alex Horton, officially in 10th place, won $150 into his scholarship fund.
All right, and now it is time to give out our award for our 9th place finisher, but most importantly, she will be accepting the award on behalf of the winner of the women's scratch division, receiving a $1,000 scholarship certificate as an award for the 9th place overall finish and her champion as the women's division. Competing in her first ever best tournament from Carlisle, PA, goes to Chloe Skrzyncki.
Chloe Skrzyncki finishing 9th and getting the $1,000 first place prize for winning the title in the women's division. And those trophies may be small, but they're heavy. That thing weighs about 15 pounds.
Yes, they are.
All right, so on we go to match 2. Let me adjust the camera. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Every 6, yeah. 3 games
Okay, so let's see here. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right, so we're just about getting ready. So we had the top seed in the first shootout win, the 8th seed, Andrew Kopech. Now he's going to be taking on the 6th seed, Alex Glinsky, and the 7th seed, Dylan Zimmerman. Due to the camera angle, one thing was going to look a little crooked. Either the pins were going to look a little crooked or the scoreboard's going to look a little crooked, so I chose the scoreboard to look a little crooked, since we're using the same camera for both. And I'm sure with my kid watching, he will tell me how to fix it. Or he'll say, you can't.
I thought it was just me sitting on a hill here.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time to begin shootout number 2 of the finals for the best tournament. We have number 6 seed, Alex Glinsky from Linfield, PA. Number 7 seed, Dylan Zimmerman from Harrisburg, PA. And number 8 seed, Andrew Kopech from Auburn, New York. Let's give them a nice round of applause as they begin shootout number 2.
All right, Alex Glinsky the first to go. He comes in a little high, leaves himself the 6-7. Kopech 9 and a wiggle. Looked like the 10 pin was going to fall.
Yeah, I think the 6-pin leaning in the gutter stopped the messenger from taking it out.
That it did.
Oh, very close.
Oh, there. That looks a little better. Seven pin for Zimmerman. Kopech leaves the 1-2. Dylan just finished his second year at McKendree. Alex Glinsky just finished his second year at SCAD. Spare for Zimmerman. Spare for Kopech.
Really going here. It doesn't look like we're going to see the same scoring pace that we saw the last game. This could be one of those sets that's sort of funky.
Well, I tell you, I watched this pair for the last 4 or 5 games of match play since I was doing the live stream right next to it on 13 and 14. Chloe was the only one that put up anything decent on this pair.
Oh.
I'm gonna say right now, 190 might win this game on this pair.
Yeah, this is a double might be good as gold.
Yes. Yes, if I were bowling on this pair and somebody were to say to me, if you would take all 9 spares and not bowl the game, I would say I would take that in a heartbeat.
At this point, yeah, that's looking like a good bet.
Yes. That's a good shot.
Excellent shot by Alex to get himself back into this game after that early open.
Strike for Zimmerman in the 3rd. Strike for Kopech in the 4th. Glinsky crosses over. He's the 5 pin. I'm in. That's what I was watching a lot of. Dylan's ball hit that break point and didn't move. And then if you were to be a board or 2 left.
It goes through the nose.
Yes.
seems every house, no matter how evenly they're oiled, they all have that one set, whether it's the topography or the heating system or the vents hitting the lanes. It just creates weird reactions.
Yes. In fact, our next match with Pierce Field in it, he faced Tom Hankey on this pair, and Pierce basically threw the ball as hard as he could, as straight as he could in the 10th, because he needed a mark. Any mark would have done. And he left himself the 6-pin. I talked to him a little bit after the game, and he said, you know, I did it to take the lane out of play. Figured that was my best shot. That's a good shot by Alex. With the strike, Zimmerman will maintain his 2-pin lead over Glinsky. Kopech only 8 pins behind Zimmerman if he were to strike.
Still a very close game all the way around.
4 pin.
It's going to come down to who can put a couple strikes together, I think.
Hello, Ella. Nice of you to join us today.
And that's a triple for Andrew.
Yes. Light 8 hit for Glinsky.
He made a move off that last shot where he crossed over, and apparently it was a little too much. Make the spare and move on.
Strike by Zimmerman. That was by far his best shot. He moved way in.
He's still playing a lot straighter than the other two guys.
Yes. And that's Dylan's game. Kopech looking for 4 in a row.
And he
Got
gets it.
You know, my 190 prediction isn't looking too good at the moment.
No, things changed very
Yes.
quickly. That 4-timer actually puts Kopech in the lead at the moment.
Yes, it does. All right, so Glinsky has struck the last 3 times he's been on that lane. His kryptonite right now is the left lane. Going high with Zimmerman leaves just the 6-pin.
Apparently, you don't have to miss by much on this pair to.
Nope. That's 5 for Kopech. He
He's taking control of this game.
Yes. He's going to have a 23-pin lead on Zimmerman and a 24-pin lead on Glinsky. But Glinsky's working on a strike. He could shave 10 off that lead here in the 8th. This is scratch, Ella. This whole tournament is scratch. We had a handicapped part of the tournament yesterday. Three-pin for Glinsky. He's lost on that lane.
He actually moved a lot deeper on that shot, and it's still checked up early on him. The way Andrew's striking right now, this is almost a must strike for Dylan.
We need a score change. You know how to change the score, Kenny?
I do.
All right, Kenny's going down to change the score. Zimmerman makes his spare. Kopech for 6 in a row. Exactly what he did in the first game, split in the 9th. That opens the door for Glinsky and Zimmerman. So Kopech wanted to let everybody know what he did in the first game that I wasn't watching by doing it again in the second by splitting in the 9th.
Well, Glinsky can strike out
Yep.
and win by a pin, but
Yep. And so could Zimmerman.
he opened the door for both of them. Is anybody going to walk through it?
Okay.
Zimmerman's got 1 foot in.
Yep. He controls his own destiny.
Yes, he does.
Spare for Glinsky. The best he could do is 203. It could end up by 190 and the clubhouse would finish last, Kenny.
Yes, it could.
Kopech gets the first. So 8 pins and 2 shots shuts out Glinsky. But he cannot shut out Zimmerman.
That strike there forces Dylan to get the first one now.
Yes. Okay, Glinsky's day is done. That was an important shot because if he spared there, Dylan could have went strike 9 spare for a tie.
Now Dylan must throw 2.
Yes. All right, 178 for Glinsky. I got to be honest, I'd rather be in Kopech's shoes right now.
Absolutely.
On this pair. That's a great finish for Andrew. Got the last 3, 216. Zimmerman is going to need all 3 to win by a pin. 2 and 9, we have a tie. Anything else is a loss. And Zimmerman has only struck once on this lane. But he only has 2 strikes total in the match. Well, that's a 9 count. If this was no tap, he'd have the match sewn up. But it's not. There's the first. That was a beautiful shot.
Great shot. Great shot.
From my angle, basically right off his hand, you can see it's right where he wanted to put it. High drama. 2 more strikes for a win. Strike in 9. Tie. Anything else. Loss. That's in of where it was. That was definitely left of where his first shot was.
Yes, it was, but it held the line. 10 in the pit.
Yes.
Do it one more time and move on.
All right. 10 is a winner. 9 is tie. And 8 less is a loss. We have a tie. How does we break ties by best ball or 2-frame roll off here in JBT rules?
I say we flip a coin, but I believe it's a 2-frame roll-off.
Might as well just fight to the death then.
That's good. We could, best of both worlds.
He hit his mark. And he
wins
got
by
it.
10. Excellent finish
Wow,
by
what
Dylan.
what a finish. Needed all 3 in the 10th. He got all 3 in the 10th. And so far, Kenny, both of our matches have been 1-pin victories.
Yes, they have, and they've been all excitement. This is what these bowlers practice for, to be able to make shots like that in the 10th frame, and so far they've been doing it.
That is some phenomenal bowling. All right, so we'll have presentations, and then we got to move the table.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our second shootout for the 2019 Best Tournament. Finishing in 8th place this year,
Alex Glinsky, officially your 8th place finisher, $250 scholarship.
Okay, and our 7th place finisher, competing in his 4th best tournament. He has 6 YBT wins. He's the New York Pepsi champion, 2 times the YSSC, a 3-time All-Star and the Michelle Schaefer winner. From Auburn, New York, $250 scholarship and award to Andrew Kopak.
$250 for Andrew Kopech's 7th place finish.
Okay, bowling fans, on to our 3rd and final shootout.
All right,
of the
we're going to
night.
move the table. Stick with us. Could you just make sure you have the cords stay out of the way?
Okay.
Do you want to walk forwards or backwards? I don't mind walking backwards.
I can walk back.
All right.
Yep.
Slowly, just
Yep.
like before. Getting close to his chair, so set it down now. That's good.
Is that good, or you want to go a little bit more?
No, we're good.
Need to keep coming? No. Or are we good?
Hot wings, 12. Hot wings.
Okay. All right. So we are set up and ready to go for our last eliminator game. We have, so far, the top seeds. No, we haven't had all the top seeds win. Dylan Zimmerman, the 7 seed, going up against the 4 seed Pierce Field and the 5 seed Alex Sorge. Alex, in game 19 today, shot 300. And he finished off his last 2 games going 246, 248. So he has a pretty hot hand right now. Pierce, he shot 245 his last game. Actually, Pierce and Sorge faced each other in the position round. Boy, Kenny, there was some pretty high scores in that position round.
Yes, there was.
279, 266, 257, 248, 245, 241. Wow.
Alex also had the only 300 of today's action.
Yes. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our message board is live and operational. Feel free to chime in. If you have any questions for Kenny and I about the JBT, about the PJBT, about how I could be so fat and yet so good looking, and Kenny could be so old and yet so good looking.
Oh, definitely old.
We could share our secrets.
Mine's easy. Live for a long time.
I meant the good looking part.
Oh, well. Some gifts, you know,
Yes.
you're just giving them. And
Okay, bowling fans, it is time for the third and final shootout of our finals for the 2019 Best Scholarship Tournament. The winner of this third shootout will advance to the first of 3 stepladder matches. We have number 4 seed, Pierce Field from Shirley, New York. Number 5 seed, Alex Sorge from Monmouth Junction, New Jersey. And number 7 seed, Dylan Zimmerman from Harrisburg, PA. Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our 3 finalists.
All right.
Shootout number 3.
Off we go into our last eliminator. The winner of this will face the 3 seed, Tom Hankey. Winner of that will face the 2 seed, Drew Esposito. And the winner of that will face the 1 seed, Cameron Hurwitz, who once again went 10 for 10 in match play today. He did get lucky in one game. He shot a 172 and one, but that has to happen sometime.
you got to have some luck with you.
Yes, Alex goes high in the first frame, leaves a 3-6. Pierce gets a mixer. When I was talking to Pierce about his game on that last pair that we were just at, he said he didn't really like this pair either.
Well, maybe he'll take the lane out of play again.
Yes. Alex with a spare.
This game's a little interesting because we got 3 very different styles of bowling going on. You got Dylan who throws sort of straight. Alex is a 2-hander, and Pierce is he's a fireballer. A lot of speed, a lot of revs.
Yes.
I'd be in traction for a week if I tried to throw the ball like he does.
Just a week.
Maybe longer.
Alex comes in high, leaves a big 4. Pierce comes in high, leaves a 3-6.
That is an unforced error.
Yes. S number 2, if you're still watching, how'd you come up with Exile Zinc? So Zimmerman could take an early lead with just a mark. Nice lead with a double. 7. But it does look like Dylan will be swinging the ball a little bit more than he was the last game, and that's coaching straight from the O'Keefe's out at McKendree. He could not do that before he went out there.
I think his A game is still that down and in.
It is. It absolutely is. Very, Astute observation there, Kenny. This is why we have you back every year.
Well, once a year, I gotta, I gotta gather up the knowledge for my once a year.
I don't. Maybe we could propose a trade in the JBT. We'll take you, and I don't know. We'll give them Peaches. Sorry, Peaches, you're gone.
Case of old pins.
Actually, you know what? We'll take you, and we'll give Chuck Matt. Peaches, you've survived.
I think Matt would be, or Chuck would be looking to retire then.
See, even they thought it was funny. It was a delayed reaction, but you know, we'll just assume that laugh was for us.
That's that 7-second delay for live feed.
Yes. Zimmerman now up in the third. That's 10 back. He takes a 12-pin lead over Pierce and a 16-pin lead over Alex.
To this point, Alex is definitely not getting the reaction he's looking for. But he might have found it right there.
Absolutely.
Took another step left and got a little hold.
Oh, Pierce gets the 9 out and slaps it out.
Big double for Pierce after that unforced open in the second.
Zimmerman comes in high. That was left off of his hand. Leaves a 3-6-10.
Alex not happy with that right out of his hand.
Yep.
Dylan covering the 3-6-10.
So,
Still holds a 2-pin lead.
what do you know about Pierce? I know a decent amount
I
about
know
Alex.
absolutely nothing about
All right,
Pierce.
So we're both bowling, or we're both commentating blind when it comes to Pierce.
I've seen Alex bowl quite a few times in the JBT. He's definitely gotten a lot better since he went away to college.
Yes. All right, Pierce could take the lead here with a strike. 10 pin. I've only ever spoken to Pierce twice now, and I don't know, he looks intense out on the lanes, but when you talk to him, he seems to be really laid back. Good kid.
I think the only words I spoke to him this weekend were, "Where's your scorecard?"
Zimmerman comes in high, basically the same as the last time he was up. Leaves another 3-6-10.
And covers that 10-pin
Yep, and
with
Zimmerman,
authority.
Zimmerman makes the spare. They will be tied with Alex 13 pins behind. The winner to face Tom Hankey. Mr. I've won everything that there is to win.
Yeah, that's some reward.
Yep. Yes, when Matt goes over his list of accomplishments, we could be here for 45 minutes.
I plan on getting a pizza.
Yeah, we can probably get something to eat and come back, and he wouldn't be done.
Much better shot by Alex. You just got to find the left lane now.
Pierce gets the 7 out. So he'll maintain a 13-pin lead over Alex. Dylan could keep pace with Pierce with a strike.
I think Dylan's really got to find a way to get the 3-6-10 out.
Agreed.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Good.
we could add the 9 to it.
He's got to make a major move.
Yes.
Change balls, move his feet a bunch. Because everything he's doing now is ending up in the same spot.
Double for Alex.
That's a problem.
Yep. All right, so let's see what Zimmerman is going to do in the back half of the game. Still got 4 frames. Oh, that ball took a left turn.
Make the spare. He'll still have the lead at the moment.
Zimmerman continues to go high. Amazing, his first 3 shots were so good, and then he just lost it. He went strike. I believe he left a 7-pin in the second. Struck in the third, and since then he's gone a high 4 straight times.
It makes you wonder how much these 2 high rev players that he's bowling against are changing the lanes against them.
Again, another astute observation from Kenny.
Hey, I get a few every now and then.
Alice could take the lead here with a strike. And he gets the 9 out.
That was another good shot by Alex, but you still might think about moving for the 10th frame because that did drift a little high on him.
Absolutely. Bam. Pierce 10 back with authority.
Although Pierce will find himself down 7 pins instead of the leader.
Yes. All right, Zimmerman wants to do anything. He's got to start striking right here. 9 pin. So with a spare and a strikeout, he could shoot 201.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
I agree.
A strike here, Alex puts the whole game in his hands.
Great shot. But if Pierce strikes, Alex is still going to need to double to shut him out.
But it's in Alex's hands. If he does
Yes.
it, nobody could shut him out.
See, the last time Pierce was on this lane, the ball went left quickly. Gave it a little more area. Gets the 7 out.
Keeps himself alive.
I don't know, Kenny, so far we've had some 3 great matches here. Pin for Zimmerman. That will end his day. He's going to be your 6th place finisher.
Let's see if Alex made a move on this shot. He did just trip the 9 pin on the last one on this lane. And he definitely did.
Wow. Messenger gets the 10 out. All right, so this is the big shot here.
This one shuts everybody out.
A little surprised, Kenny. This place is this full on a warm day on Father's Day. Aren't they doing some kind of Father's Day special? Alex for the victory. Oh,
And
4 pin.
so that allows Pierce to double and potentially win this game.
He leaves a 5 pin.
Alex will move on to face Tom Hankey.
Yep, that ball from Pierce just didn't face quite at the right time. I think Alex is a little surprised that he won.
Alex made the right moves at the right time this game,
Yep. All right.
and he'll move on.
Yep. He shoots 223, Pierce 203. The best Zimmerman could do is 177. So we'll give out some awards, and then we'll be moving the table yet again. After we move it, we only got to move it one more time.
We might want to invest in some wheels.
Right, Zimmerman strikes on his fill shot for 177. He will finish 6th. Piercefield finishes 5th. Alex Sorge moves on. We now go to 3 stepladder matches.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our 3rd and final shootout for the finals of the 2019 Best Tournament. Officially finishing in 6th place this year. From Harrisburg, PA, 15 PJBT titles and the 2016 PJBT Masters Champion, competing in his 5th Best Tournament. Once again, a $500 scholarship and award from Harrisburg, PA, Dylan Zimmerman.
Dylan Zimmerman, your 6th place finisher, $500 into his scholarship fund.
And our 5th place finisher, competing in his 6th Best Tournament, $53,300 School Bowling Champion. In 2016, the Boys Scratch Division Pepsi Champion. And in 2015, the Newsday All Long Island Team. From Shirley, New York, $500 scholarship and award to Pierce Field.
Pierce Field, 5th place, $500. All right, be moving the table.
Okay, we will shift down in our first of 3 step-ladder matches to determine our champion.
Nicole, here for a second.
How much is
The cords.
cords?
Yes.
Got it, dude.
Please. I should have said.
I live with Matt.
It'll be a slightly different
Touch
perspective.
more. Just a touch more. That's good. Okay, it looks like we are just about ready to go. Quarterfinal action. Your 5 seed, Alex Sorge, going up against your 3 seed, Tom Hankey. Alex is from New York, right?
I believe he's from New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay. Alex, are you from New York or New Jersey? You are correct. I should have doubted you.
Don't doubt me.
Never will again.
I've been around for a long time.
You do have the wisdom factor over me. So we got New Jersey against Massachusetts.
Yes, can you just do a special feature swap on 9 and 10?
And we're ready for action.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time for the first of our 3 step-ladder matches to determine our champion. Our first step-ladder match, we have number 3 seed, Tom Hankey from Great Barrington, Massachusetts, taking on number 5 seed, Alex Sorge from Monmouth Junction, New Jersey. Tom has elected to have Alex start the match on the left lane. Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our first of 3 step-ladder matches.
All right, and off we go. Quarterfinals. Alex will be starting the match.
I'm sort of excited. I could see the pins on both lanes this game.
9 and 10 we are using. Good start there for Alex.
He seemed to have a much better reaction on that shot than he had on the last set of lanes.
This was high scoring. This is the pair that Tom shot the 266 game on in the last game of match play against Andrew Kopech's 257. And 4-6. So,
I could see
Go
why
ahead.
he didn't want to finish on that lane.
yes. So let's see here. Let's see if I can remember some of Tom's many, many accomplishments. He is the current reigning intercollegiate champion as a freshman from Weber University. He is two-time Teen Masters champion. He is a junior gold champion. He is a Danny Wiseman champion. He is a multiple PJBT champion.
He's won
ever
some
won?
JBTs.
He's
yes,
won
he
some
has.
JBTs, like up towards his area. I think they call it NEBA or something like that. He's won several of them.
Tom is definitely a very intense player.
That he is. Two pin. And in the Friday night warm-up tournament, he shot 805 with one spare.
He was also part of a doubles team that shot a 600 game.
That is correct. Him and Brandon Updike, my S number 2. All right. Alex could jump out to an early 21 pin lead with the strike.
Excellent shot. Alex has come a long way since the first time we saw him in the JBTs. He was like a lot of the kids who they just wanted to see the ball hooked a lot. But as he's matured, he's actually learned how to bowl. College did him wonders.
Where does he go? You haven't.
I
any idea?
haven't the foggiest idea.
Week 10. I'm sure if we have any Alex Sorge fans out there, someone can tell me where he's going to college. Survey says.
We were just informed Alex goes to Wichita State.
Oh, a shocker. A shocker that he's a shocker.
More ways than one. It's a shocker.
Yes. Following in the footsteps of some really great bowlers that came out of Wichita. Tom up, frame 3. That's going high. And it's at this point Tom knows he's in a match. there for Tom. He's down 22 after 3.
If I was him, I may be looking to switch to a ball that isn't as aggressive. But I'm sitting here and he's bowling, so.
Only because you've aged out.
Well, that's true.
Tom got deep with that shot.
Very deep. He's probably going to need a few more of those to get back in this match.
Agreed. Good shot there by Alex.
Yeah, he seems to definitely has a much better look on this set of lanes than he did on the last one. If he get another strike here, he'll be telling Tom that I'm not going away. Bring it on. And
Didn't like that off of his hand.
no.
But it's certainly makeable. Gets 2. See if that loss of wood may come back to hurt him.
And now it's Tom's turn to throw a double and say, hey, I'm still here.
And he did. That was by far his best shot on that lane. Winner of this match gets Drew Esposito in the semifinals. I wonder if Drew is related to, for you 70s hockey fans, a Phil and Tony Esposito.
Well, he is from New York.
Hey, so you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Phil Esposito, famous Bruin, then a Ranger later on in his career.
That is correct. Got the 10 out. And his brother Tony, goalie for Chicago.
Goalie for Chicago,
Yes.
who, by the way, still have the best uniforms in the league.